Well, hello there! This is He Who Knows 10,000 Games. And this video actually started off as part of my PoE review, but then turned into a rant about MTX. So I decided to keep my rants confined within the walls of Is It OK series. Hence, here we are. MTX in general bothers me more than stepping on a Lego every time I get up in the morning. Now again, I feel the need to say that just because I complain about something doesn't mean I have something against the devs or a company. When I do have something against them, I either ignore them with my wallet or openly list the who and the why, like in the case of a certain Mr. Bobby Kotick. Now, when it comes to microtransactions, many companies use them while others abuse them. It is a fine line to walk for most. In the case of GGG, it's not easy. While I do love the game and support it when I can, I still can't help but feel let down a bit by their monetization model. I feel it needs a lot of improvement, and I want to share my perspective on what I view as a problem here. Supporter packs. The supporter packs used to be $60, and for your $60 you'd get an armor set with wings designed by the equivalent of Gucci or whichever fashion designer is in at the moment. Just a spectacular piece of design, and GGG would throw in 550 points for you to spend in their MTX store, as well as give you a supporter frame for your character, and sometimes you'd get a weapon skin or effect and a character effect, which is something like an aura, which glows or flows around you. Good deal, right? Well, yes and no, but we'll get to that later. First, I want to address the current state of League supporter packs. What you used to get for $60 is now $90, and you actually get less than what you used to. How? Simple. First, you pay $30 more than you used to. Second, the cosmetics seem somewhat lackluster in their presentation. As you can see on your screen, the current supporter pack, called Night Lord Supporter, offers you 900 points, which is nice, as this is how much you would pay for the points alone if you weren't getting the pack. However, the armor skin seems a bit plain and dull. It could be just my taste, of course, but that's what it looks like to me. With the armor skin, you also get a mana flask skin? Really? I don't know if I've ever cared about changing my mana flask skin, and why is it even restricted? Aren't all flasks made equal? Don't they all deserve our respect? To my eyes, this is a pointless yet innovative addition, as with the flask you also get an effect which activates on flask use. So, not great, not terrible. Next we have a Hoarder's Stash Bundle, which is kind of an odd one. Basically, it's a skin for your stash chest. Aside from looking different, it will display the items you want to put in the chest, hovering above it, which is interesting, but not that special. I do have to say that I am fascinated by how creative GGG got with their microtransactions. I wouldn't have thought of this animation, and I am He Who Knows 10,000 Games. I give them an A for creativity. Next up is the Blood Scouring Cloak, yet another interesting addition. The cloak becomes bloodier and bloodier until the fight is over, and afterwards it sprays the blood off itself all around you. A self-cleaning cloak. Wish my clothes were like that. The Ring of the Victor is my best chance, and probably yours as well, to finally tower above the likes of Mathil and Zizoran, as it is literally a platform which raises you up in the air when you stand still. Again, creative, but in my opinion still not worth $90. $60 maybe, but definitely not $90. I like their ideas, but the price is simply too high. The second thing here is that 900 points does sound like a lot, but it really isn't. For 900 points you can, at best, get 2 more full armor skins, body, hands, feet and helmet. At worst, you can only get 1. It depends on what armor skin you want. Some cost 320 points, like the one you can see right here, the Elite Armor Pack, while others can cost up to 840 points. The cooler looking ones tend to be more pricey, as you can tell. But then we have the skill effects, weapon skins, back attachments, character effects, portals, footprints, and Do you see where I'm going with this? The weapon effects can run you almost as much as a full armor skin. For example, here we have the Harmony weapon effect, which looks really cool but costs 360 points. Also note here that one weapon effect can only be applied to one weapon, so if you're dual wielding, you need to buy it twice. One weapon effect per one weapon. This is not the case with weapon effects from supporter packs. Those you can use on both weapons. This is ridiculous to me as well as greedy. When you add all the other cosmetic categories, you could buy a kidney for that kind of money. I find this unfair mostly because I also play games like Warframe. I'm an avid Warframe player, and with an overall investment of $200 to $300 over a decade, I own almost every cosmetic item in the game, and more importantly, every Warframe and 99.9% of the weapons in the game. So for example, in Warframe, I usually wait to get a discount of 75% for buying premium currency. Then I buy the highest pack for $50. For those $50, I get 4,300 platinum. To put this into perspective, how much this is, I have to show it to you. And again, I've gotten a 75% discount. As you can see here in the Warframe store, I can get a Warframe skin for as low as 40 platinum per skin. The most expensive one is 195 platinum. Keep in mind, I spent $50 and I got 4,300 platinum. And the most expensive skin is almost 200 platinum. So a tiny fraction of the platinum I could get right now. And on top of that, in Warframe you can trade items for platinum. So more often than not, you don't even need to spend real money on the game. For me, Warframe is the gold standard on how monetization is done right. This is why 900 points for $90 sounds ridiculously low to me. I did buy some packs and some points, but it didn't sit well with me, just like the pizza I had half an hour ago. I ate it, but something kind of feels wrong now. Now, I don't think that GGG is a bad company. I just feel that they're being too aggressive with their pricing, when in fact their game is quite successful and there is no need to be like that. If you buy a one-handed sword skin, you also can't use it for dual wielding. Instead, you need to buy it twice. Now, I guess some of you are maybe thinking, if you don't like it, then don't buy it. And for that, I say, you have a point, but not entirely. As I've already mentioned in my review of the game, I also don't need to match my shoes with my suits and ties. That is, if I ever wore them, but I still do. We all do. And why? Because you feel more confident, cooler, more relaxed when you know you look good. Appearances matter. Why else would GGG design their unique items in such a way that almost no item matches in tone with another? For example, look here. What the hell matches with a carcass jack? It is because of this design choice that you will feel more compelled to buy at least one armor skin so that you could get that visual eyesore out of your, well, eyes. You don't have to, but you will want to. This is how you get manipulated. The game itself is great, and you will do anything to further improve your enjoyment of it once that dopamine pump gets you going. What's worse for me, even though I complain a lot about the prices here, somehow my biggest regret is that I don't earn enough to buy at least one supporter pack per league. That's how good the game and the devs are. I am aware of the psychology behind it, but I can't help myself. I want that MTX. I want to have all the colors of the rainbow at my disposal at all times and spend days just changing outfits until I finally made the one look to rule them all. The one thing which I think is almost well priced are the stash tabs, which are the most important thing when it comes to gameplay. And when they are on a discount, I make sure to get some. One can never have too much space when one hoards every damn thing like a squirrel preparing for winter. Also, when it comes to stash tabs, people should get at least one premium stash tab for free, as it is important for trading with others. Maybe even the map tab. These two items are less of a quality of life items and more a must-have for dedicated players. Now, I have seen far worse and far better monetization models, and this one leans more towards the bad kind for me, but when countered with the quality of the game, it almost feels justified. Almost. The $90 supporter packs are something I just cannot excuse. Then we have skin transfers, which also cost points. All 6 of them. So it's not a lot, but it's still 6 points. And this is the same mechanic like in D3 with a transmog system, but one that costs money. If D3 and now D4 had a cosmetic shop with this kind of pricing, but at the same time had nicely designed unique and item sets, which I could match together well, and do a skin transfer for free, and with all that, I still wouldn't like having an MTX shop. But I could live with it, because then the cosmetics really are optional. I can make a cool looking character without spending money, but if there's a skin I really want and I really think is cool, I can get it. This is where I'd like to see PoE improve. On the other hand, Blizzard could literally learn everything else about game design from GGG, which is kind of ironic. Each of them has something the other one lacks. This is again the mandatory part where I need to restate that I am neither a PoE fanboy nor a Diablo fanboy. I like both games. I actually like D3 as well, but more on that once I do a review on D3. In conclusion, I really love PoE, and would like to see them change their cosmetics pricing to something more reasonable, as well as provide the premium and map tab free of charge. If they don't, I still love the game and GGG, and I will keep criticizing them because I want the best PoE there is. The problem here is that my version of the best PoE is probably not the same as everyone else's. We all want different things in life after all. So, I have to ask you, what do you guys think? Is the current pricing good? Would you do something differently? Do you agree or disagree with my opinion? Share your thoughts in the comments down below, and I will make sure to check on what you guys think and keep discussing it with you. If you like the video, do what the screen says, and I will see you in the next one, Enlightened Ones.